Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I'm kind of out of breath from throwing that card so many times. You'd think it would land right on, it's so big, right? I threw it across the room 3 times. Jeez, I'm out of shape. Anyways, I've got a big box to open up here, whatever my usual dialogue is. This box was sent to me by Andrew. I'm excited to see what's in it because it's big and it's kind of heavy. Thanks so much to my generous patrons who are supporting me right now. There's a link for Patreon down below. And please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Okay, let's go ahead and get in here. Oh my gosh, there's a ton of stuff in here. Holy cow, what on earth? Okay, hang on a second. This has to be turned over so that we don't reveal information about the person who sent it, or information, you know, as far as like where they live. I don't want to do that. Okay, so there's one. There's one. What on earth is going on? I don't remember this at all. What is the deal? Okay. I sure hope there's a note. Wait, I just threw the box across the room. Hang on. There's no note. Thanks for the extra packing material. Okay. I guess we're going to start with this one. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be kind of a long unboxing. All right. First up, we have something from Real Steel, Shade G10. Okay. I have no idea. Right. Okie dokie. I mean, listen, so Real Steel makes some interesting stuff. Is this steel or titanium? Hang on. Yeah, that's steel. Okay. So this would be an inexpensive steel frame lock Karambit in, I'm guessing, D2. Yep, that's the case. Alrighty, that's interesting. Not something that I would normally pick up or truthfully review on this channel, but there it is. Next up, let's see here. We have a plain box, and yeah, I don't want to turn that over. These are all extremely packaged. Sorry. Making some cuts here. I'm just going to rip that one open and we'll get this out. Something from Bestek. Okay, there we go. What is this? It doesn't have the, it doesn't have anything on there that, oh, that's interesting. No, it's 154 cm, and then we have what appears to be a sculpted titanium pocket clip with some G10 and carbon fiber. All right, interesting. I've seen a lot of models like this from Bestech, and they're all somewhat interesting, right? But the action's really smooth, incredibly smooth, right? Any of the stuff that's available that I think is worth checking out, I'll link down below. That one's pretty good. Okay. Next up, we have something that's been... Oh, no, it's not. I don't have to cut it open. Okay, something from Kaiser. Let's move some of this stuff over. I can't promise that every single one of these will get a review because I honestly did not know that they were coming in. So I will, you know, I'll show these all to you guys. I'll show you guys everything that's in the package. But I'll probably just be taking a look at the stuff that's interesting. Okay, we've got a Kaiser here in N690, some combination of looks like white and black G10, steel liner lock. All right. What is this one? The Kaiser Infinity. Okay. Interesting. Probably best to put some of this back as we move along. Okay, the next one here, we have another Kaiser. Let's take a look. And what is this one? This one is the Grazloso. Okay, is that how you pronounce it? I have no idea. Is this? Yeah, it's Kaiser. Okay. It looks like we have a copper bolster and G10. Steel pocket clip. Yeah, all right. That's kind of neat. Not a big fan of recurves and more N690. I'd kind of like to see, you know, I'm just guessing what the price is going to be on some of this stuff. I'd kind of like to see N690 is one of those weird steels that just really needs to be in budget territory, and unfortunately, we see it all too often on knives that cost over $100. I don't know what that actually costs, right? I've never handled any of this stuff, so this is all, you know, pure and honest guesswork. We have something from QSP here. What is this one called? The Gannett? Yeah, okay, the Gannett. Got two different forms of carbon fiber here, front flipper. Or wait, not carbon fiber. We have, it looks like red and black carbon fiber mixed with burlap micarta. This one looks to have a little bit of a blend. Maybe that's just been dropped. Yeah, I imagine that he's probably used this. What's the steel on this guy? 154 cm, always happy to see that. That's a steel that I'm a little more like, okay, you know, it can be a little bit more expensive than N690, and I'm okay with that. Nice profile, typical QSP, good quality. A lot of these knives are kind of in the same territory. If you're new, none of this stuff so far is manufactured in the United States. This is all going to be stuff that is, you know, outsourced to other countries. But it is what it is. We have in this box. We have a whoops. We have a. I pulled the whole thing and the sleeve out of the box. We have a. We have to make the presentation good. We have a Spyderco, and this is going to be, oh, the Astute. Yes. Okay. I'm starting to remember who this was. I did ask for the Astute. Definitely. I am remembering this conversation now, and I think he did say I have a whole bunch of stuff to send you. And I just said, yeah, that's fine. So, you know, it's nice as a reviewer. You know, it's nice when people send things for review. And by the way, no, I don't get to keep all this. This will all go back. But this way I get to look at, pick and choose the stuff that I think is interesting. So the Astute, if I'm not mistaken, is, yeah, it's definitely going to be a budget Spyderco. We have the HCR 13 MLV, which is, at this point, you know, that's a bummer. Spyderco should really be using something different on their less expensive stuff. This is definitely one that I wanted to look at. Recently, you know, within the last few months, I became aware of many other budget Spyderco knives that I was not previously aware of. And, you know, I had been saying, like, you know, up until that point that the Tenacious, despite using HCR 13 MOV on the base model, was probably the best introductory Spyderco. And the quest for better budget Spydercos led me down the path to the Polestar, which I now think is probably the best choice. But I still want to take a look at some of these other designs. So there you go. Kind of hard to access for the reverse flick, but you can do it. It's kind of small. In fact, it's smaller than I thought it would be. The pocket clip seems unnecessarily large on this guy, but you know, it exhibits the same type of quality that you can expect from other budget Spydercos, which is okay. We have another Kizer here. What's this? CO1C Mini. Oh, it says Sheepdog Designs. Okay, so is this a mini? Oh, now this actually is something interesting. Yeah, so this is definitely something I'm interested in. This is the mini Sheepdog that does not have a flipper. What's the steel? 154 cm. That is cool. I don't know if this is still available. I want to say probably not, but that is a good design. And the Sheepdog makes way more sense in a smaller form. I love the novelty of the gigantic XL Sheepdog. The medium-sized one is a good size. The mini makes a great EDC, but the thing that's always been holding it back a little bit has been the flipper tab, especially on the smaller one. With no flipper tab on this guy, much better purchase. And they could have done thumb stud. The thumb hole thing works just fine. You can do the reverse flick on it. Just about dropped it there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I do like that one a lot. I think I think the Sheepdog is doing a good job of keeping, I don't want to say that, you know, Kizer's not doing great. They just don't have a lot of, like, wow models, you know? Okay, I actually missed one, and it was a pretty important one, or at least one that I think you guys will find really interesting. Just sort of turning I was halfway through putting everything away, so this video will have a very strange edit. The final one that was in another package, including actually a little field notes sort of thing that included all of the information about each of the models. Thank you very much for that. I'm glad there was actually a note. This is the Southern Grind Spider Monkey, which is a US-made model. That's nice to see in there, absolutely. This is a combination of what appears to be G10 and carbon fiber mixed together. And then it's in S45VN, which is absolutely interesting. Sorry, the enunciation was a weird part of that word. But yeah, very smooth. The blade is... It's hard to tell because everything's black. Let's put it on the standoff. Pretty darn close to perfectly centered, if not exactly centered. I believe these run on washers. The finish on this is very beautiful. I think you guys are pretty familiar with the Spider Monkey. I didn't know up to this point. I'm remembering that one now when we talked. Up to this point, the Spider Monkey has not been offered in S45VN, so that is pretty cool. I'm glad to include a US-made model in this video. But anyways, back to however I edit this. So this wasn't, I mean, I suppose at first I was thinking this is going to be like the biggest unboxing I've ever done. I mean, it was a fairly large unboxing. We got a lot of knives here. Some of these are interesting and some of them are not. I'll tell you right off the bat, the ones you can absolutely expect to see a review on are the Astute and the smaller sheepdog there with the without the flipper. Possibly the QSP and possibly the Best Deck. I'm not so sure about these other guys, right? I don't know. We'll see how I feel. But I do appreciate the gentleman who sent these. Andrew, I appreciate you sending all of this stuff in. That's really cool of you. As per usual, I'll make sure that you get it all back once I'm completely finished with the ones I'm going to review. Like I said, I will link the stuff that is available down below so that if you guys want to check it out, you can. What is this? Okay. Titanium bead. Is that the real steel? Well, I don't know what the heck that is. It looks like something that you scan. Okay, this is an interesting unboxing. Definitely some cool stuff in here, though. So expect to see at least these two in future reviews. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. I've got a lot of stuff to clean up, so I'm going to get on that. Thanks again to Andrew for sending this in. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty much it. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on the Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.